So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
Things already rolling. Luis Skelly, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rice. Havertz. Hernandez, running with intent. Kvaratskhelia. That is headed for the middle. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I personally like the look of the very impressive Miles Lewis Skelly. Yes, he's a fullback, but he plays a hybrid role. He often finds himself in central midfield too, and that way he can control the game with his passing 1 minute, then all of a sudden he can just speed the game up with his running power. And I suppose you could refer to this fella as a roaming playmaker.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. The Twinkie! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Had too much room. It was one of those instances when desperate measures were called for, and it was a reckless lunge.
And he's denied! Oh, he's missed it!
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
And a header! Deftly away. Added Subimendi. He'll try from distance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gyökeres is offering a wry smile there.
And he's taking no chances there. White. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And he's quick to snatch it back. He's looking wide. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. No, that's been intercepted. Spread to the right. Well, it's more pressure than ball at the moment. Now it's Havertz. Havertz is flagged offside.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, it's Dembele. Rice. Arsenal have quite a reputation for being combative. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he thumps it clear. Now, can they get him away? Doué. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on. Goes for a shot! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And here's Doué. Dembele. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he shoots! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Lewis Skelly. Havertz. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Marquinhos producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Looking to play him in. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he gets rid in a hurry. That's going wide left. Swings it across. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Hakimi proves just a little bit too strong. Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vitinha. Doué. Knocks it into space. Doué is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Dembele. Shifted it to the flank. And he's straight offside. Well, that's well seen too. Gyökeres. Oh, just skips past his man. Now it's Madueke. And it's pulled. Impressive jump. Tacho can clear it away. Madueke tries a cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. It's a really well-measured ball. Plays the return pass. And here's Dembele. Zubimendi has a look and plays it forward. Martinelli, he has found the way through. Hakimi, nicely aimed pass. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! And again! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Marquinhos. Tacho. There will be a throw-in. Madueke. White. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And that's the second half started. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? And he's quick to return it.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Martinelli. Havertz. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Oh, he's bustling through. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Paris Saint-Germain have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That has been cut short. Looking for options for movement. Rice. Zubimendi. Gyökeres. Now it's Havertz. This looks promising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Skims, takes a shot! And that's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
There's the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gyökeres. That has not gone well. And it's Doué. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they've got their lead back. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Marquinhos unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And now the breakaway. Dembele looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change.
Cambio de jugadores en el Paris Saint-Germain. El dorsal 14 será sustituido por el dorsal 19.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's a sharp little ball here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Dembele. Now it's Dembele! Now that is commitment to the cause.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Has to go back here. Fabian Ruiz. Mendes is onto this. Martinelli. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Luis Skelly into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good-looking ball.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Cross flung in towards the middle. And that should get the job done. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Madueke. And it's White. So, what can they make of this?
Cambio de jugadores en el Paris Saint-Germain. El dorsal 7 El
Oh, good
dorsal
steal, he
17.
just read it.
Serán
That looks a
sustituidos
decent
por
ball.
el
Dembele
dorsal
picks
21.
it up out
El
wide.
dorsal 87. Se va a realizar un
Saka,
cambio de jugador.
quick ball upfield, and it's made its way to him. João Neves. Dembele aims beyond the defence. Barcola showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Havertz cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Saka.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Gabriel with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Perilously close.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
4 minutos de descuento.
Gabriel. Now Timber. Time added on 4 minutes. Dembele. That's destined for the flank. Barcola. Decent chance! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And this is Dembele. White promptly onto that, and that is that. Havertz. Gyökeres. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Dembele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific